In today's video, I'm going to share with you one of the most exciting DIY home improvement transformations I've ever done. So stay tuned. If you've never been to my channel before, welcome. I hope you'll like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. The project today is in a home that was completed in 1993. This tile floor is almost that old. It was not the original floor, but was installed a few years after the new construction was completed. Well, you can tell it's from the 90s. We have this very typical ceramic tile floor with this large grout line and also some decorative colored tiles mixed in. It was a beautiful floor in its day. I thought the easiest thing to do would just be have a flooring company come in and replace the flooring. So I went and looked at luxury vinyl plank, and I had two different flooring companies come and give me estimates. Well, the least expensive estimate to install luxury vinyl plank over this ceramic tile was nearly $8,000. Both flooring companies said the price they were giving me was the least expensive way to install flooring. It was to put the luxury vinyl plank over the existing ceramic tile. They both suggested that removing the ceramic tile would be such a big job and way too expensive and very messy. Both companies agreed that the glue-down luxury vinyl plank is a better product. But they both thought if I did the glue-down luxury vinyl over the ceramic tile with these large grout lines, that over time you might start seeing the grout lines, especially in the high traffic areas. They both agreed that I would need to go with the click and lock luxury vinyl over the ceramic tile, but neither floor company could guarantee that I wasn't going to see those big grout lines over time. So I decided to try a product that I had heard about online called GROUT Renew. It's a colorant and epoxy sealant for grout. I thought if I could color those grout lines the same or close to the same color as the tile, it might improve the appearance of the overall floor. In new construction and in remodels, ceramic tile is still very popular. Some of the ceramic tile even has a wood grain pattern, but they're not using these large grout lines anymore. So to update this floor, I'm going to need to make these grout lines look smaller. And my idea is if I can color these grout lines close to the color of the tile, it will make them appear smaller. You just won't notice them as much. I found the GROUT Renew at Home Depot. It's $20 a bottle. I picked up 2 bottles. I just wasn't sure how much I would need. I didn't want to run out. I chose the color Bone. This product does come in several colors. When I got home with my 2 bottles of GROUT Renew, I knew I needed to clean the grout and let the floor dry for 24 hours before I started applying this product. Y'all, I am embarrassed how dirty my floors were. Not necessarily the tiles, but the grout was so dirty. I hired the guy that installed this tile and this grout, and I faintly remember him telling me I needed to seal the grout in about 30 days, but I never did. I don't think I ever sealed this grout. So in the kitchen and in the high traffic areas, this grout is so dirty. It was embarrassing. It's embarrassing to show y'all how dirty my water was and how dirty my cloth was when I was scrubbing and cleaning this grout, but it was also very satisfying as you saw the true color of the grout come back. But cleaning grout is not a fun job, but you just have to sit down on the floor with a scrubbing pad or a toothbrush or a scrub brush and some soapy water or some detergent and get it done. When you go online looking for ways to clean grout, basically everybody's idea is the same. You need something to scrub the grout lines with. You need a bowl of hot or very warm water with detergent. You need to scrub it a little while, let it sit a few minutes, and then go back with a cloth to wipe away the grime. Now in the high traffic areas, you'll need to do this several times, and then mop your floors and that's it. But it does take you getting down on the floor with some detergent and very warm water and a scrub brush and a cloth to go back and get all that up. I used products I already had here at the house because that's what I do. I don't like to go out and buy anything. So I used a little bit of Dawn, and I used some OxyClean. I used a little bit of Dawn and some Borax. I used a little bit of Dawn and some Barkeeper's Friend. I used several different cleaners I had. I even used hot water and Pine Sol. And y'all, the Pine Sol, actually it was Pine Glow. It's like an off-brand of Pine Sol, Pine Glow. It worked very well. Now also I've seen several videos online of people that used toilet bowl cleaner to do the grout lines. And that worked too. I had some toilet bowl cleaner, and in the entryway, I used the toilet bowl cleaner. But every bit of it, it's all going to get clean. You just gotta get down on the floor and apply it, and use that scrub brush and wipe it away. Well, once your floors are clean, your grout is clean, the floors are dry, you can start applying the Grout Renew. Well, when I started, I used a small paintbrush to apply the Grout Renew into the grout lines, trying to not get a lot of the product onto the tile surface. But the good news is you just wipe away any extra Grout Renew that you get onto the tile surface. When I realized how easy it was to remove the Grout Renew from the tile, I switched to a larger paintbrush, and things moved along so much faster. I was so happy with how things were looking, but I also needed to do something about those accent tiles. Those accent tiles I loved back in the 90s. I now really wanted them to be neutral. So I decided to scuff up those accent tiles with some sandpaper and then apply some paint that I already had that was an epoxy type paint that's for garage floors. I applied 2 coats of this paint on the accent tiles. The can recommended that you wait 4 hours before that second coat, and I followed those instructions. I think it turned out great. I even like the color that I just happened to have on hand. I am so happy with how my floors turned out. I haven't been this excited about a home improvement project in a long time. If you have ceramic tile floors with the wide grout lines and you're tired of the way they look, spend $20 on Grout Renew. I think you're going to like it. I want to give you one more tip before I go today, and I want to tell you, if you try this project and you have a large room, I would do it in sections. If you try to do too large a room at one time, it may get overwhelming, and it certainly won't be as enjoyable. So take your time, do a good job, and remember, the way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.